Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Courtney and I started this channel really to connect with people about my love for crystals, my knowledge of crystals, and just really start a community where anyone can express themselves freely without feeling judged, so welcome. In today's video, I thought it would be fun to talk about my first time really getting into crystals. If you're just starting to get into crystals, it's such an amazing feeling and a little unexplainable, honestly, to like just freely talk about this with like friends and family. You might feel like you're going through this alone, which is, it doesn't have to be a bad thing that you're going through it alone, but it's just a time of growth. And I'm really excited to kind of talk about my first time getting into crystal energy. Maybe this can help you. And yeah, we can connect. Anyway, let's dive into today's video. So my journey with crystals really started in January 2017. I was driving to work, I was on my work commute in Malibu, and all of a sudden I had just like this thought pop into my head out of nowhere. And I was driving and thinking, there are so many written texts and books about crystals and what each crystal does, metaphysically. And I was like, that is so interesting to me that there's so much knowledge out there. There has to be some truth in it. And that's really what sparked my interest. And, since like that day, like a month or two went by and I kept talking about it with my boyfriend. Luckily, he had like an open mind. He wasn't like shutting me down. He was interested as well. And that Valentine's Day, he actually gifted me my first crystals ever, and I was so excited to get some crystals and like try them out on my own. So what I kind of learned early on from the beginning of me getting into crystals was that it's really the most important thing is like the energy and the belief that you put out into your crystals. You're gonna see that transform, and the energies are gonna emit it back to you. You're gonna see how that crystal energy affects different areas of your life. For example, when I was, trying to manifest more money, or I was trying to get more work opportunities, I was trying to look for more willpower in my diet and exercise. I wanted more mental clarity. I wanted to be able to remember my dreams more. I wanted to connect more with angels and spirits. I wanted to really just manifest my desires and enhance my spirituality. And I did all of that with crystals. How did I do that with crystals? I, did the research. I read books. I read crystal books. I watched countless videos online, just like this on YouTube. And I did a lot of online research. One thing I did notice when I was doing my online research, when you're not looking in a book or something that's published, when you're looking online, I think it's really good to just cross-reference those online sources, because I noticed a lot when I was first starting out with crystals. It seemed like every crystal I'd look up, it would almost say like the same thing, like for example, calming energy or positive, like promotes positivity. Like I saw that so much, and it was kind of up to me to differentiate and really, cross-reference all those different sources. Kind of like when you're writing an essay or something, you want to have a bunch of different sources, so I could kind of make up my own definition and kind of understand, hone in on what that crystal really was meant for. I hope this makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's just really good to kind of just cross-reference when you're doing online research. Another thing I did when I was first starting out with crystals is I really honestly just collected so many different types of crystals, even ones I didn't even know the names of. If you're shopping online or if you're shopping in person, your intuition is always good to guide you when you're picking a crystal. But sometimes I would just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick a couple that I have no idea what they are, and then I'm just gonna figure it out on my own. And then a lot of the times it was exactly what I needed, which was pretty cool. But it's really key to just get a bunch of different crystals. Really try all these different crystals out. What's really interesting about my story is that I kind of had the download to start this YouTube channel back in 2018. And because I was just so hungry with all of that knowledge, that crystal knowledge and spirituality knowledge, I just was like obsessed. I was like, I want to keep learning. I want to do something with this. I wanted to mix like my creative life and my work life. and like create a channel where I can like talk to you guys about this. And it took 2 years. You don't know how fast your manifestations will happen, but I definitely feel like my crystal like thirst manifested into me creating this channel, which I'm super grateful for. And everything, like the universe has its timing. I had the idea in 2018 and it took 2 years to come into fruition, but I'm so happy and I feel like I'm fulfilling like my higher self when I'm on camera talking about my crystals and how you can connect with crystals. It's like such a blessing, really. I guess the whole point of this video, like getting into crystals, is I just wanted to kind of talk about how getting into crystals, it's really just the beginning. Crystals is like the gateway drug into like the spirituality, higher self realm. And I'm not saying that in like a bad sense. It's a good drug. It's the drug you want. Anyway, I just think that if you're starting to get into crystals, know that you're on the path to something really great, and this is just the beginning, really. When you have the desire to want to learn about, crystals, energy, human consciousness, astrology, love, attraction, how to manifest things, like all of those things that are outside the norm, I feel are just like the best kind of like device to kind of understand yourself. And I'm really excited for you. If you're watching this video, you might starting to feel these feelings inside, and you may feel like you're going through it alone, which you are going through it alone, and that's a good thing. And as you develop more, you'll be able to talk about it more with your friends and family at a later time. But right now, it's just a great time to go do the inner work and dive deep into what makes you you. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I thought this was just a fun topic to kind of bring up, kind of just to connect more with you guys, you getting to know me a little bit better. If you liked this video, if you kind of like the idea of me kind of sprinkling in a little bit more of me talking about my experiences, give this a thumbs up so I know that you like it. If you're super duper new to crystals, I have a couple videos that would be great for you to watch. I have, my crystal care video, my cleanse and charge video, how to set intentions video. So definitely check that out if you're brand new to, crystals. You'll love that kind of stuff. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. Come on and join this crystal fam. I love making content for you guys. I love talking about this kind of stuff. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Thanks for hanging out. I had fun making this video, and I will see you in my next one.